Welcome again to Sliice XR. This is Catherine Oaks, your host. Today we're going to talk about the 10 things not to do in the metaverse. In the metaverse, anything goes. You are free to express yourself in ways that in the real world may be physically impossible or make you feel socially uncomfortable. In the metaverse, you can fly or role play, for instance, but also experiment with different personal style or eavesdrop from safe mode. Then, like an Etch-a-Sketch, you can clean the slate and start fresh with a new persona. The metaverse is very liberating in that way. Despite the do-over nature of simulated worlds, rules of good social conduct should be observed in all public areas to retain a level of order that allows all players to be safe, enjoy themselves, and be productive. Furthermore, minors are everywhere in the metaverse. So if you want to let your freak flag fly, it's conscientious to do so in a private, secure place. In this brave new world, what new cultures arise from these new virtual interactions remains to be seen. It could be utopian or dystopian. Really, whatever comes to fruition is up to us. In the meantime, let's explore some things not to do in the metaverse, especially if you are there for non-gaming reasons. Rule number 1 is don't be shy. Let's start on a positive note. The flexibility that allows you to be a business person one day and a giant pink bunny the next also makes trying things that may be embarrassing in the real world much easier. Childlike experimentation is encouraged. So sing your heart out in front of an audience. Try stand-up comedy or battle royal to the death. There's no need to be shy when your identity is completely fluid in simulations. Rule number 2. Behavior that is not tolerated in the real world should be taken elsewhere. It should be evident that kindness and courtesy will make the metaverse inclusive and welcoming to everyone. Shaming, exclusion, insults, divisiveness, and aggression can be directed at non-player characters in games if giving vent to your shadow side is what you need to do. Even if you've just finished a killing spree in a virtual reality game, excellent social skills are called for in public areas where real people with real feelings communicate with each other through their avatars. Rule number 3, no hate speech. It might be easier to speak your mind in the metaverse, but making anyone feel unsafe or discriminated against is never acceptable. Abusive, derisive, or threatening speech against those who belong to a race, religion, physicality, or sexuality that is different from your own is harmful to everyone. Both perpetrators and targets suffer, so let's not do that. Rule number 4, don't exclude newbies. Bullies go home. It may be tempting to tease someone who has never been in the metaverse before. Sure, newbies run into walls and ask weird questions. We've all been there. So encourage and assist anyone who is there and asking for help and direction. Helping each other is a win-win and should be encouraged by everyone. Rule number 5, don't misinform. Come on guys, fake news is everywhere. Do you really want to take this into the metaverse? I don't. Misinformation is partly intentional or due to the relaxed rules of journalism. But it mostly stems from the ongoing demand for constant news and stories. There is really no solution, but you can make a conscious effort to not be part of the problem. So cite your sources. Don't practice to deceive. Fact check as much as possible. Our responsibility should be to free the metaverse from poor quality content. Rule number 6, respect intellectual property. Like the books, arts, and music that existed before the virtual era, we need to understand the amount of time and effort that creators put into creating things for us all to enjoy. As the metaverse expands and cross-platform features increase, the opportunity to steal virtual assets or plagiarize is going to grow. However, the blockchain and inherent security in the metaverse will help dissuade intellectual property thieves. But copyright infringement is still possible, unfortunately. So please do not reuse or copy content that you don't have permission to use. Rule number 7, do not troll. The cloud of anonymity in the metaverse might tempt some to be disingenuous in their communication. Yeah, it's possible that some may do this for fun, and others to test the reactions and behaviors of different target markets. Regardless of the reasons, this type of false interaction is exactly the same as lying. No justification makes it right. Rule number 8, don't hack or impersonate. Similar to intellectual property, it is possible to appropriate someone's avatar, to use it for personal gain or harm. And it goes without saying, please do not impersonate celebrities or use an avatar that does not belong to you for promotional or slanderous purposes. Again, I know it is harder to do in the metaverse than on the legacy internet, but don't fool yourself thinking it's impossible, because it's not. So, to protect your online identity, practice impeccable password protection. And don't load unidentified and questionable apps. Rule number 9, no spammy promotion. We, as business people, should strive to elevate commerce through the medium of the metaverse. So let's not repeat the heyday of overwhelming pop-ups, endless telemarketing, and web pages riddled with flashy junk ads. We do not want those in the metaverse, please. The metaverse gives us a chance to make marketing and advertising golden again. It's always been my dream. So try to make highly targeted opt-ins and thoroughly immersive branding and marketing experiences. And let's together rebuild the reputation of marketers. It has been so much damaged in the past 20 years. We can do this together. And last but not least, rule number 10, do not forget to take care of your body. It is so important to take care of yourself. Your physical and your mental health are key to living a good life. As VR hardware sophistication dramatically increases, it will become more and more comfortable to spend large amounts of time in the metaverse. There is a danger that we will neglect our bodies, especially when we can represent ourselves in any way we wish through increasingly realistic avatars. A sedentary life could spell disaster if we are not careful to exercise, eat well, enjoy nature, and interact with friends and family face to face. Don't be fooled. The days that we can practically live in the metaverse day after day is close at hand. Now is the time to set the example of a healthy balance between physical and virtual. The implications of the metaverse are numerous. Our ability to work, learn, travel, and socialize from the comfort of an armchair can reduce carbon footprint to a very small amount. Furthermore, the metaverse can eliminate borders, both physical and mental. We can foster a new time for inclusiveness, expression, respect, and enjoyment. Together, we have the opportunity to shape a future of equality and sustainability. So there you go. Here are the 10 things not to do in the metaverse. I hope it was beneficial to you. And let's all apply those principles so that we can build an experience for everyone to enjoy, where everyone can feel safe and appreciated. And if you need a little push, a little bit of assistance, a little bit of direction, and a mix of all the above, let us help. Sliice XR is the first global agency that specializes in the metaverse. We build crystal clear brand that helps position yourself, your products, your services to meet the needs of your core audience. And that means gold. So don't go it alone. Partner with Sliice XR, and together let's claim your stake in the metaverse. Thank you again for watching. Remember to subscribe to our channel and see you next time.